Hello, my name is Tuesday Monroe, and this is Mercury's Domain, where we talk about a little bit of everything. So you can grab your snacks, I'll grab my smokes, and let me put you on again. My intentions with today's video is to talk about Anime NYC. I went to Anime NYC the other day, and I had such a time. So I want to get up here, talk about the good, bad, the ugly, and explain why I'll probably never go again. Don't think I didn't have fun. I had a great time, but let's get into it. And if this is your first time meeting me, I am a storytime girly, so a storytime will be included in this video. But if you already know who I am, you know the vibes, you know what's going on, so let's get right into it. So I want to talk about everything I had to do to get to Anime NYC, even though it wasn't hard, but for the people who never done it before, this is the step-by-step to actually get into Anime NYC. The first thing I did was 2 months before the event even started, I went and I bought my ticket for the Friday night show. That was $78. The ticket was for $78. You got $78, bitch. Go spend it. I chose to be able to pick up my ticket rather than have it mailed to me. For if you don't know the situation, you don't know my reasons, don't worry about it. But I decided to pick up my ticket instead of having it mailed to me. I went and picked it up at, give me a second, I'm gonna pull it up. Then after I paid for my ticket online and, set up for pickup, I went to Midtown Comics NYC in Town Square to go ahead and pick up my ticket. That was so easy. They were so nice. Going in that store kind of made me realize I need to get back into my blur bag. I need to get back into my blur bag heavy because ain't no way. It was so cool in there. And it's like, I've done the baddie. I've done the tomboy. I've done the spiritual girly. Like, it's time for me to hop in my blurred bag real quick. And don't get it mistaken, I've been a blurred since I was a child. We just now came up with the term. And that's all you really need to actually get there. Just pay for your ticket online, choose the pickup, and go pick it up at a store. If you want to have it mailed to you, you can do that. I'm not that type of girly. I like to get that shit physically. I need it in my hand. I don't like waiting. Now that we got that out the way, can we talk about the Javits Center? Have you ever seen a Javits Center? Bitch, I didn't before. And let me show you what I turned my head to. My hair's gonna look crazy throughout this whole video. I have a pixie. Shut the fuck up. If you've never seen the Javits Center before, insert picture here, be ready to be amazed. Because when I say I looked at that building and my heart just stopped. Because at one point in time, a lot of y'all don't know this about me, but I did want to study architecture. I was heavy into architecture. I've always been obsessed with architecture, like since I was a little girl. So when I turned my head and just seen this big, beautiful building, like I just was in awe of the craftsmanship of the workers, of like the people who put the building together, the architect who built the blueprints, like the Javits Center, from one person who likes architecture to another. That shit was amazing to see just from the outside before you even get in. Mind you, this is all my first time. So, I might be glazing it a little bit, but so what? Now, let me say this. If you feel like a weirdo because you like anime, if you don't have friends, if you want more anime friends, if you've never cosplayed before and you want to cosplay, if you've cosplayed before and you want to be around a bunch of people who cosplay, if you are new into anime, you want to find a reason to dive deep, all these reasons are a reason to go to Anime NYC. When I tell you, when I first walked through that door and seen the costumes, the this, the that, the whole 9 yards of it all, I was so fucking amazed. I just froze. Why is my hair doing this? Hold up. Fuck it. But anyway, like I said, when you first walk in, the way I just kept stopping, like I was so amazed by the colors, the outfits, the energy, the cameras, the lights, the music, the designs, the stands. Like, baby, there's so much to see, right? I do mean instant sensory overload. Instant. But it was so cool. But so when it comes down to fight, fawn, or freeze, my two are fight and freeze, because I'm either going to hit you or I'm going to stop moving altogether. And I hate that I have both of those. So in the midst of getting this like sensory overload, in the midst of seeing all these dope ass ideas and all these, like, just seeing how cool all these people are, because that's all I kept saying the whole night, like, yo, I wish I was as cool as half of the people that's here. Like, I wish I was this fucking cool. What the fuck? But to see all that, I would just like I couldn't move. Like every couple of steps, I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god. Like, it was just like a sensory overload. So I ended up having to call my boy best friend and get on the phone with him, because I walk better when I'm on the phone sometimes. So I called him, and I'm walking around and I'm just seeing everything, and baby, my mind is blown. I'm talking amazing. So when I finally got there, it was around 12:01, I want to say, like 12:30, 1 o'clock, because I remember getting on the train at like 12:07, and I had to, either way, it was like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I was dressed as Agent Honeydew. I didn't even tell you, my nails, if you know the vibe, this is supposed to be based on like her when she's fighting, her outfit, and then this is for Dow and for Monkey, because she was with Monkey the whole time. That's why it's the M there. But yeah, Gotta love that. It was so much fun. I'm gonna show y'all the pictures and such as we go. And that was that. I was dressed as Agent Honeydew. I want to say I was out there by myself for about 2 hours. Then a friend of mine, a coworker of mine, ended up showing up, and he showed up around three-ish, and we ended up, it was him and his cousin, and we ended up just walking around. We had such a good time. I absolutely enjoyed myself at Anime NYC. Not even, I can't even pretend that I didn't have fun. I enjoyed the views. They had a lot of different like conventions. Like they had the One Piece dress up meetup. They had the Full Metal Alchemist dress up meetup that I went to. They had the all black cosplay people. Every black cosplay person, they literally had a section for that. They met up. We all went in there. That was my favorite part, when all the black people got all together. Collective black joy, ain't nothing like it. I actually ended up on Some Boy Live by accident because I was eating a muffin, and he told me I wasn't right for bringing in a muffin and not sharing with him. So I broke off a piece of my muffin and tried to give it to him. It was actually really fun. I actually think I recognized the boy who live I ended up on, and it's funny because the boy I was with, my coworker, he ended up on another pretty famous streamer's live. So it was like you probably would see me walking around in the background if you was on that live, because I was avoiding the fuck out of that boy. I seen him, I recognized his face, I started running. I'm already accidentally viral enough. I don't need it to go no further, truthfully. But yeah, the event wrapped up around 10. I think I left at 8 because I am a firm believer. I am a firm believer of leave before the devil has a chance to come. Get your ass home before the devil has a chance to come to the event. Are you listening to me? So I went home around 8, but before I left, I did get to meet you guys. I don't idolize people. I don't fuck with people with big platforms. I don't care about people, but it's one person, and it's so funny because last year I shouted this man out on this platform, and I was saying that I really appreciate everything he does for the black community, for the anime community. I appreciate the content that he makes. I appreciate the book drive, and if you don't know who I'm talking about yet, you need to step it up as a blur altogether, because I met the infamous Tony Weaver Jr. You guys, nothing could have made my night fucking better. Nothing could have made my night better. Meeting him, getting to talk to that man, getting to see him and tell him like, yo, I appreciate what you do for the community. I appreciate what you do on TikTok. And even if it didn't really hit for him, it hit for me, because I just said a year ago how much I really fuck with his content. And I don't even think it was a year ago. I think it was this February and not last February. But I was just saying how much I love his content. And here this man is in my face. I wanted to hug him. I did. But I settled for a handshake and a picture because I don't want to be a weirdo. Now, last but not least, the reason I probably would not go back to Anime NYC is because, one, I didn't have a crew with me, and that's not a place I think you should go by yourself unless you're, one, really comfortable with yourself in big crowds, and two, you're really social. Because you could probably have fun if you talk to people. If you just randomly stop people and talk to people, you could have the time of your life. I was doing that. I had a good time. But I am shy, and I'm not good with big crowds when I'm by myself. So I probably wouldn't go back by myself anytime soon. I also wouldn't go back because I feel like the security was just too lax for me. Like they had their gadgets, their cameras, their this, their that, but too lax for me. I work at a stadium. The security at my stadium don't fucking play. So personally, I wouldn't go back because of those two things. Not because I didn't have fun, not because anything happened to me, because I didn't see any of the bad things that people talk about, like the weird old men, the comments, the this, the that. I didn't get that, but I was also with men for most of my event. So, but for those few reasons, I probably would never go back. But I had the time of my motherfucking life at Anime NYC. And don't worry, because there's a part 2 coming, and it's going to be a story time about the person I was with during Anime NYC and the motherfucking after party. Because, girl, when I tell you the tea is hot, get your cup ready. Oh, and last but not least, they didn't have no fucking seats. There was nowhere to sit. Okay, auntie need a seat. Legs be hurting. But I'll see you in part 2.